What's up, guys? Welcome to the Front Range Virtual Training Center. Since we're in this crazy time that we can't come here and get workouts together, we're going to bring the workout to you. All right, so just to start off, this is our first day. What it's typically going to look like is 3 times a week, usually probably on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's going to be a strength, mobility, and a stretching session, followed by on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then Saturdays, if you so choose, to get an extra work day in the week, followed by cardiovascular training, to where we try and make it a little bit more sports specific. Some days we'll be inside, some days we'll be outside. We encourage you guys to do your workouts outside as much as possible. It's not good to be cooped up inside, especially in times like this. Get some sun, get some energy, be with a couple of people, no more than 10 though, according to our president. Make sure you keep washing those hands. But let's get ready to get after it. We'll start with the active warm-up. What I want you to do is just jog a couple laps, or not, obviously you can't do laps around the court because you're not in a volleyball center, but jog for about 2 to 5 minutes, get the heart rate going a little bit. Then we're going to go into a progressive active warm-up, starting with some knee pulls. Pulling that knee up to your chest, feel free to hold it for a couple seconds. About 10 to 12 reps, then you go straight into the quad pulls. Holding your right leg for a couple seconds, reach that opposite arm up high in the sky. Nice high pull, same thing, 10 to 12 reps there. After that, you're gonna get some walking lunges, and you're gonna do a rotational twist over that front leg when you go down. Same thing, walk, lunge, rotational twist. For all of these active warm-up motions, we're gonna do about 10 to 12 reps. After the walking lunges, we're going to go into some inchworms. We're going to walk out your hands until your back can't be flat anymore. I don't want to go to where my back starts to bow and put a lot of pressure on my lower spine. So if I can only go to here, that's fine. Then I want to try and keep my legs straight and walk my feet up to my hands. After I do that, I'm going to grab onto my toes, reach down, get into a squat, push those knees out, open those hips up a little bit. Same thing, you do that about 10 to 12 times. After that, we're going to drop down onto our knees, and we're going to go into a tabletop position. I'm going to do hydrants. This is going to be bringing my knee up as high as I can, trying to keep my back nice and flat. I don't want to rotate with this knee. So I'm going to be doing 15 on my right leg, and then 15 on my left leg. After that, you got donkey kicks, which is going to be a kick back and up, 12 each leg. So remember, backing up, I'm not just pushing back and I'm not just going up. I go back and then up with my leg. Again, making sure that that spine stays nice and neutral. After that, I'm going to do some hip internal and external rotations. I'm going to be doing 5 forward, getting that knee up as high as I can without compromising my spine. So I'm going 5 forward rotations, nice and high with the knee, and then 5 back rotation, external rotations. So remember, 5 forward, and then 5 back. Then after that, I can't remember what I had. After that, we're going to go through our core activation series. Right? We've done this at practice before. Where we go through our 3 series where we start with our back on the ground, our heels close to our butt. Make sure that spine and your belly button and your rib cage is being driven into the ground, so there's no space under my back, my lower back. I'm going to go through 5 good breaths, in through my nose, out through my mouth. After you go through 5 there, legs go out. 5 in through your nose, out through your mouth, same thing. Making sure that that belly button and rib cage is still being driven down into the ground. That way there's no room underneath my lower spine there. After that, we're going to go through some plank movements. You're going to do 30 seconds each, just a regular plank. Same thing, make sure you're driving that spine and your belly button into your lower belly button into your spine. You're keeping your scaps retracted so your back stays nice and flat. After you do 30 seconds there, you're going to go up on your right side, making sure I'm creating as much space between the ground and my hips as possible here. And then same thing, 30 seconds on the left side. After that, if you're inside, you're going to do some wall push dead bugs, where I'm going to lay next to the wall here. I'm going to be pushing here so my As I push, my belly button gets pushed down into the floor, and I'm gonna go 5 seconds each leg out. So I'm gonna breathe in, and as I breathe out, my leg's getting pushed out. Keeping that core nice and contracted. Same thing, breathe in. You're gonna go for about a minute with these wall push dead bugs. After that, we should be ready to go for our workout. And so for the first group, how it's gonna work is we're gonna break the workout up into supersets and trisets. So how it's gonna work is there's gonna be 2 to 3 exercises per set, and then you're going to have a rest for about 30 to 45 seconds in between each set. So for group 1, we have split squats, alternating lunge jumps, and shoulder taps. So for the split squats, you have sets of 5 split squats on each leg, and so we're working eccentrically tempo here. So what that means is I'm starting in this, did you pause it?